Welcome students. So this lecture is for those students who are preparing for GATE exam in computer science. Yes, GATE exams. So today we are going to discuss the questions which were asked on digital electronics subject in GATE 2020. So 3 questions were asked in this exam on digital electronics, and all those 3 questions were really simple. So let's discuss all these questions one by one. So let's start with first one. So in the first question, it is given that a multiplexer is placed between group of 32 register and accumulator to regulate data movements such that at any given point in time, the content of only one register will move to the accumulator. So the minimum number of select lines needed for multiplexer will be. So here, in order to give answer of this question, you must know what is multiplexer. So multiplexer is a combinational circuit. What is combinational circuit? The circuit in which output depend upon only present input is called as combinational circuit. So multiplexer is one type of combinational circuit. So in multiplexer, we have multiple inputs and there is only one output. So as we can see in this diagram, there are n input lines. In this multiplexer, there are n input lines. So what happens in multiplexer? Only one of the input line is selected at a time. Okay, so either D0 will be selected or D1 will be selected, and data present on that line will be sent to the output line. So here the question is that how to select this input line. So in order to select input line in multiplexer, we have selector line. So in this multiplexer, m number of selector lines are shown. Okay, so there are n input line and m selector lines. So what these selector lines are doing? So these selector lines, they are going to select one of the input line. So, for example, if selector lines are all 0, okay, if selector lines are having value all 0, in that case, which input line will be selected? D0. If selector lines are having value like 0, 0, and at the end 1, then which line will be selected? D1, like that. So, you must know what is the relation between number of input line and number of selector line. So what is that relation? So the relation between number of input line and number of selector line is n is equal to 2 raised to m, where n is number of input line and m is number of selector line. So I can say that if I have 3 selector line, then how many input line we can have? So 2 raised to 3, that is 8. Okay, so in this example, it is given that multiplexer is present between 32 register and one accumulator. Okay, on one side we have 32 register and those 32 registers are connected to accumulator. So what multiplexer should do? Multiplexer should select only one of the register and data present in that register should be sent to the accumulator. So that is our requirement. So that's why here multiplexer is placed in between 32 register and one accumulator. So how many registers are given here? 32 registers. So in order to select this, in order to select one of the input registers, how many selector line we will require? So here just use this equation. What is value of n here? How many inputs are there? 32 inputs. So as there are 32 registers, we can say that value of n will be 32. So this equation will become 32 is equal to 2 raised to m. So where m is selector line. So what should be the value of m? The value of m, it should be 5. So here we can say that in order to select one of the register out of 32 registers, we will require total 5 selector line. So here answer is 5. Okay, now next problem is if there are m input line and n output line for decoder that is used to uniquely address a byte addressable 1 KB RAM, then minimum value of m plus n is. So in this case, you must know what is decoder. So let's assume that there is one decoder which has m input line. So if there are n input line, then that decoder will have 2 raised to m output line. Okay, and how this decoder will work? So here for understanding the working of decoder, I have shown you one truth table. So this is truth table of 3 to 8 decoder. So these are the inputs A0, A1, A2, and these are the outputs D0 to D7. So see what is happening here. So in case of decoder, if input lines are suppose 0, 0, 0, in that case, which output line will be selected? D0 will be selected. So in other words, we can say that D0 will be active and all other output lines will be inactive. Similarly, if input lines are 0, 0, 1, so 0, 0, 1, Okay, so 001, so convert it into decimal, so it is 1. So that's why which output line will be selected? D1 will be selected. Okay, and all other output lines will be inactive. In same way, for next input combination, which output line will be selected? D2. In same way, if input lines are 111, so 111, so what is the decimal equivalent of 111? It is 7. Okay, so that's why which output line will be selected? D7 will be selected. So in this example, this decoder is used for memory interfacing. So in order to solve this problem, first of all, you have to understand what is meant by 1 KB RAM. So 1 KB RAM, so 1 KB stands for, when I say it is 1 KB, so 1 KB is equal to 1024 bytes. Okay, it is 1024 bytes. Now, so I hope you have understood what is the meaning of 1 KB. So 1 KB means 1024. Now here one more statement is given. This particular memory is byte addressable. So byte addressable means in one memory location, 1 byte is stored. Okay, and we know that memory is divided into locations. So here first of all you have to find out how many memory locations will be present in this RAM. Okay, इस RAM में कितने memory location है वो आपको यहाँ पे find out करना है. Okay, so how many memory location will be present in this RAM? So size of this RAM is 1024 bytes, and we are saying that in one memory location we can store 1 byte data. So that's why we can say that in this RAM we can have total 1024 memory locations. We can say that each output of decoder will correspond to one memory location. So suppose I want to select a 0th memory location of the RAM. In that case, this input should be 000, because due to this 000, what will happen? D1 line will be selected, and I told you that, sorry, D0 will be selected. I told you that D0 correspond to 0th memory location. Okay. Now, if input lines are 111, then which output line will become active? D7. Okay, so D7 means which memory location? Memory location which is having address 7 will be selected. Right? So each output line of decoder will correspond to one memory location. So here, as we have 1024 memory location, so we will require a decoder which will have how many output line? 1024. So here now we have got this value. Okay, we have got this value. Which value? Number of output lines. How many output lines? 1024. So here it is given that how many output line this decoder is having? N. So we have obtained value of N. So N is 1024. So if N is 1024, okay, so N is 1024. So what will be the value of M? So already I told you what is the relation between number of input line and number of output line in case of decoders. In case of decoder, if number of input lines are M, then number of output line will be 2 raised to M. So here we know number of output line, that is 1024. Okay, so what should be the M? What should be the, how many input line should be present? So here you must know this relation, that is 2 raised to 10. 2 raised to 10 is equal to 1024. Okay, so that's why in this decoder, how many input lines should be present? 10. Okay, so we have obtained value of M. So M will be 10 and N will be 1024. So here in this example, it is asked what will be the value of M plus N. So this 10 plus 1024. So result will be 1034. So here answer will be 1034. So the next question is, consider Boolean function Z of ABC. Which one of the following minterm list represents circuit given above? So here we have given one function Z. It is function of 3 input variable ABC, and it is asked to find out minterms that are present in this Boolean function Z. So there are different ways by which you can solve this particular example. So here we will use truth table. So in order to design truth table, first of all, we will try to obtain a Boolean expression for this variable Z. So from this circuit diagram, we can say that Z is equal to A, okay, A, or then due to this NOT gate, we can say B bar into C. Okay, so A plus B bar into C. So I can write that expression like this: Z is equal to C, okay, then B hash. So understand that here hash means complement bar. So C B bar plus A. So this will be the Boolean expression for Z. Now let's try to design a truth table. So in this truth table, we will have 3 input variable ABC. So due to that 3 input variable, we will get total 8 input combination. So here I have written 8 input combination. So here, first of all, we want B bar. Okay, so here, see, I have written B bar. So this B bar is obtained from this B. After that, we will calculate C into B bar. So C into B bar. Okay, so just perform add operation between C and B bar. So here I have listed that column C into B bar. Now I have calculated C into B bar. Now I have to perform which operation? C B bar plus A. Okay, so A plus C B bar. So this column, it corresponds to this expression A plus C B bar. So here I can say that this is output for this function Z. Now what we have to do? We have to find out minterms. So after preparing this truth table, I hope you can easily prepare this truth table. After preparing this truth table, what you have to do? Just you have to observe the output column. So which is output column here? So this is final output column. So you have to observe this output column. In this output column, you have to find out those entries where output is 1. For example, here output is 0. So I will neglect this row. Okay, now here output is 1. Okay, so why we are considering output 1? Because here it is asked minterm. If it is asked max term, then we have to consider those columns where we have to consider those entries where output is 0. So as it is asked for minterm, we have to consider only in those entries where output is 1. So here output is 1. Okay, so when we are getting output 1, what is input combination? So input combination is 0, 0, 1. Okay, so for input combination 0, 0, 1, we are getting output 1. So that's why. What will be the minterm that will correspond to this entry? So 0, 0, 1. This is binary number converted into decimal. So I will get 1. Right. So I can say that this is first minterm that will be present in this function. Now next two entries are 0, 0. So neglect it. Now next entry is 1. Okay, here output is 1. So that's why we have to consider this input combination for which we are getting output 1. So here what is input combination? 1, 0, 0. So this is binary number converted into decimal. So 1, 0, 0 means it is 4. So this is minterm which is also present in that function. In same way, we can say that here for this 3 entries, again output is 1, 1, 1. So what you have to do? Just you have to convert these binary numbers into their decimal equivalent. For example, here it is 1, 1, 1. So what is decimal equivalent? It's 7. So I can say that these are the minterms that will be present in this function. That is 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that will be our final answer. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in this way, we have discussed all questions on digital electronics which were asked in GATE 2020. If you have any doubt with any question, you can ask me in the comment. So in next video, again, we will discuss questions on digital electronics which were asked in some other GATE exam. Thank you.